Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for a new video to bring you the latest news going on at AC Milan. Now in today's video, I'll be talking about the whole situation regarding Silvio Berlusconi and the Chinese group that are interested in buying Milan. The first thing I'm going to say is that there are a lot of different reports suggesting different things. So in my opinion, there's a lot of pure speculation in these reports. So I'm gonna be honest, don't believe everything I say in this video. I'm just clearly reporting what all the different newspapers have said today regarding the situation, and I'm gonna try to break it down the best way possible so you guys can get a clear picture of what's happening. Now, first of all, La Repubblica today reported that a successful Chinese man by the name of Jack Ma is the man that's interested in acquiring Milan. They also said that if Berlusconi would accept the exclusive agreement with his group, there's also the possibility that signatures could already be placed in around mid-June. As far as projects go, Jack Ma's group would be interested in focusing on building the stadium first, as well as hiring Lippi as technical director. Now, I did some research, and apparently Jack Ma was the man that funded the Chinese club in which Lippi managed. Therefore, I think this is why he's interested in actually hiring him as technical director if he actually goes on to buy the club. But that is one of the reasons, and also the other reason is that Lippi is a man with great experience in Italy. He knows a lot of things in the Serie A, won the World Cup with Italy back in 2006, so it's definitely a good positive candidate for this team. Now there was other reports like I mentioned before, and another one was from Corriere dello Sport. This time they stated that Berlusconi had given the go-ahead to sell the club and that a preliminary signature is already expected during this weekend. So you can already see the situation is a bit fuzzy right there, because one report is saying that the signatures could occur in mid-June, and another one is saying that the signatures could arrive as soon as this weekend, which is a big time gap if you actually think of it between the two reports. And that is what I was saying before. As far as speculation goes, there's a lot of it at the moment, so there's a lot of fuzzy information that we are clearly not sure about. Now, obviously, the agreement would go on between Berlusconi's holding company, Fininvest, and the Chinese group. So these are the two groups that would negotiate this deal and possibly come to an agreement. Now, the whole situation with Berlusconi's group, Fininvest, was quickly refused in terms of the signatures and all that. It was refused by the group, saying that the rumors are all false and there's no agreement or no go-ahead of selling the club at this time. More importantly, other reports were actually mentioning that the supposed businessman that is interested in buying Milan with his whole consortium is not Jack Ma. And this was also backed up by his e-commerce business called Alibaba. So a lot of reports getting refused by the sources that were supposed to actually come to an agreement. So as you could tell, there's a lot of confusion between these reports, and there's confusion amongst all the Milan fans because we clearly don't know what's happening. There's also another report. This one's actually a bit more interesting because it speaks about money that could be injected into the club. And this was reported by Milano and Finanza. They said that the Chinese investment group, which I'm still not sure who it's owned by. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section. Now, this group could potentially invest 1.2 billion euros in the club over several years. Now, this won't happen all in one shot, but it's clear that the intentions of this group are clear, and that they want to inject as much money as possible into this team. They want to take it to a whole different level. like I mentioned, the situation is very complicated and a lot of confusion is there at the moment. And in my opinion, I think there's still a very long road to selling the club to any investor for Berlusconi. The intention, I think, is there from Silvio because he mentioned it over the weekend and a few days ago. So we know that the intention of selling some stakes or the club in general is there, but he's still waiting for that special someone to actually acquire, one that he could trust, in my opinion. So I think it's still gonna take a long time, and frankly speaking, at the moment, I don't believe any rumor or any report, simply because this was something that we already witnessed in the past, something that was promised to us with the whole situation with Mr. B. So I think that we should hold on and wait for some official sources to actually get excited about these reports. So yeah, guys, I think the final question before I sign off is, will Berlusconi finally end up selling the club this summer or not? Because if it doesn't happen this summer, I could already forecast a terrible season like we witnessed in these past 4 years for Milan next season as well, where the intentions of the club will still not be clear and a lot of players will still remain with potential stupid decisions. So I really don't see anything improving as far as Milan goes in terms of club and ideas if Berlusconi remains this summer in terms of next season, unless he decides to inject so much money into the club out of nowhere and buy the players that we need overall. So I'm gonna sign off with this question for you guys. Do you think that Berlusconi will end up selling the team this summer or not? So let me know in the comments section below. Also, let me know your thoughts on this whole situation regarding the Chinese group potentially buying. Do you believe it, or you think it's another false statement like what we've seen with Mr. B for the past year or more, if I could even remember? So let me know in the comments section, guys. As always, if there's further updates concerning the situation, I will make sure to update you on Rossoneri TV. So at this point, I guess the only thing that we could do is wait and hope for the best. But don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything related to AC Milan, from daily news, match previews, reviews, and much more, to stay updated with everything going on at the club. Thank you for watching. This has been Gio, signing off from Rossoneri TV, and as always, Forza Milan. Other reports such as Gazzetta dello Sport saying that there's no way that Brocchi will be fired from now on until the end of the season, also because Berlusconi wouldn't want to embarrass himself like that, appointing a coach in which he strongly believed in